This will be covering the Forza Horizon 6 game cover car, potentially if it's been leaked, what we could otherwise expect to be the cover car of Forza Horizon 6, and some new news that's come out circulating this very, very highly anticipated release. Now, if you guys have been listening in the community or you've been watching some of my videos as of late, you'd probably be aware that it's very, very likely at the moment, at least seeming to be likely, that Forza Horizon 6 will pretty much be confirmed to be based in Germany. We're going off a lot of information that's spread, some random anecdotes or weird cryptic messaging from developers referring to each other in German, making a German or Dutch social media page, which is following the trend of what they did with Forza Horizon 5 with Mexican account or a Spanish account. At the same time, Forza Horizon 5 was released in Mexico, plus a Forza Horizon 2, a French account, etc. Some weird sort of trends that I've made full videos on, and we'll be talking about the cover car in this one. Now, in terms of German cover cars, there are quite a few options. They'd mostly come from the pool of Audis, BMWs, Porsches, and cars of that nature. However, one leak that I'll be showing on screen is actually from a while ago, which was a sample made as a Forza Horizon 6 cover car. You can see it's clearly in Tokyo as an example of this cover art, and there were quite a few different variations of this that were made. Now, it obviously wasn't 100% accurate. You can see details like Xbox One console exclusive. Now, it's already been confirmed by Microsoft via Xbox that all new Xbox title releases will only be for new gen. There will not be any Xbox One games at all, so not only is this not possible, obviously it wouldn't be an Xbox One exclusive when they've got a new superseded console being the Xbox Series S and X. But we can take one thing from here that's a little bit interesting, and that's the car as the Apollo IE. What most people would know about the Apollo, it's actually a German made or German manufactured car. So is this kind of a hint towards, yes, it's certainly not in Japan, or at least not likely to be in Japan. This cover wouldn't be 100% accurate, but are there certain elements of it that we can extract some legitimacy from? We actually initially saw this in circulation from a developer on Twitter, which was after a few references to Forza or at least Playground Games, looking for more developers specifically for Horizon 6. We saw this cover car as a kind of an example on job letters to get some sort of hype towards it. It didn't have all the information that was added to it. Some degree of it was fan made, but that's how it initially came in as speculation. And just quickly, most of you watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to help us hit 150k and stay up to date with the best Forza glitches, content, news and more, be sure to tap that button. It really helps out a lot. So is there some truth to the Apollo IE? I'd say it's possible, however I'm not 100% sure because the Apollo IE is already in Forza. If you guys have been paying attention to some of the Forza cover cars we've seen over the years, usually it's a new car added to the game and it's all part of Forza building hype. For example, Forza Horizon 2 with the Lamborghini Huracan, we saw the McLaren Senna with Forza Horizon 4. Not only was the McLaren Senna a new car added to Forza Horizon 4, McLaren and Forza collaborated to have this actually be one of the main release points for the McLaren Senna. When the Senna came out, it was literally announced partially through Forza. But Forza Horizon 4 was a massive method that McLaren leveraged to get more eyeballs on the car. This was another example where it was a new car being added to the game, which was the cover car. And of course, Forza Horizon 5 is no different to that. We saw the Mercedes AMG 1 as the cover car. It's a new car that comes in the game. And this is particularly relevant not only in reference to the Apollo IE being less likely to be the cover car because we already have in the game, but also a lot of other options. Think about the second best, if not best option as a cover car for a German-based Forza game, because it's very, very likely it would be a German car. Think about it. It'd have to be the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 992. However, we've already got this in Horizon 5. Maybe it'd be a car like the Audi R8 GTR. That's also something that's possible. In my opinion, it isn't significant enough or stunning enough of a car that would warrant being deserving as being the cover car of Forza, because the Audi R8 is a pretty normal sort of car rollout. We've had a lot of these variations, whereas Forza would probably be going or more inclined to go for an overall new car as well. We got Forza Horizon 2, Horizon 3, Horizon 4, Horizon 5, all significant cars in their own way or nature, and that's why they made the cover car spot. Now, would it have to be a German-based car to be the cover car of the game? Well, I suppose not necessarily. For example, Forza Horizon 3, we saw that was based in Australia, it was a Lamborghini, but at the same time, it's not like Australia makes any supercars that would be possible to have it as a cover car. We did see Forza Horizon 4 being a McLaren, and McLaren, of course, are based in the UK, so this one did make sense, it did align with where the game was set. Then we saw Horizon 5 Mercedes and Mexico, of course, but Mexico also doesn't have contending supercars. So it obviously doesn't have to be the supercar being from the originating country where the game is based, but I suppose if it was possible, it seems like Forza would. In examples of Mexico and Australia, there were no options, so of course they couldn't, but with Horizon 4, there was an option being McLaren and they went straight to it. Obviously, if they can, it's more logical that you would have the cover car of your game be aligning with the location of where the map is set. So if Germany was to be the location of Horizon 6, why wouldn't they use a German car? They've got so many options at their disposal, but my main question or sort of concern about this is what cars could they add that haven't already been added to the game that would deserve that top spot? That's what I want you guys to comment down below, what you think could be good options. Like I said, the 911 GT3 RS is one that comes to mind. I don't think it would be a car like a BMW M4 or something more regular. It'd have to be a super or hypercar. And in terms of Germany, like I said, great options are Polo IE, GT3 RS, but these cars are already in the game. So do you think they'd repeat a car that's previously in the game as a cover car? Maybe, but I think they'd be going for a new 2025, 2026 release. Now, some people were talking about it potentially being the Porsche Mission X, which is a prototype hypercar. This could be something they would do. However, it's not really a car that seems likely to actually be released in real life, so I'm not sure it would make most logical sense. If there was a new version of the Porsche 918 that was about to come out that Forza could add, that'd be a perfect opportunity, but I'm just not sure it's something that's possible that's a general option. So maybe they could go for one of these potential Forza front cover cars, the Porsche Mission X, but I think they're going to want to look for something that's actually going to come out, and that's the biggest question. Let me know what you guys think down below, and like and subscribe for more news, as I'll be pumping out some very interesting videos on Horizon 6 over the coming weeks.